Hey everybody and welcome to today's video. I'm Skylar and she's Hope, and together we're Limitless Skope. And this giant green dinosaur back here is my son's Christmas present. One of them. It'll be his first Christmas, so I'm not too worried about him seeing this, but I will not be like showing anybody else's presents because my whole family watches my videos and that'd just be like the biggest spoiler alert. So, yeah. But we're gonna be wrapping presents and talking about my social anxiety because that's like a big part of me that a lot of people don't understand. If you've ever received a gift from me before, you know that my wrapping is bad, like way bad. Yeah, so this is my sister's. Just gonna put it there in the corner and we're going to wrap some more gifts. I'm gonna cut out the parts that are like really noisy because, you know, wrapping paper is like hella noisy and no one wants to hear that. So I've seen this hack on YouTube or Facebook. Was it YouTube or Facebook? I don't remember, but I seen like a wrapping paper hack that I'm gonna try to see if it makes this process easier for me because for whatever reason, like wrapping presents is just like the most complicated thing in the world. Aha! Just have the corner on. Like, oh yeah, this is going great. Just have the corner on. I don't know if I got this right. I don't think I'm doing this hack right. So the hack that I seen like showed the person wrapping the present like sideways and it looked really easy on the video, but now that I'm doing it, I don't think I did it right. Yeah, this isn't looking right. Okay, but stay over there. Oh. Social anxiety, not fun. I've had it for pretty much my whole life. As far as I can remember, I've had social anxiety. And what that pretty much means is like I'm just anxious in pretty much all social situations. There's very few people who I don't feel anxious around. Hope being one of them. I was anxious to meet Hope for the first time. But I think that's normal. Like, is everybody anxious to meet someone for the first time? Or is that just me? Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So, like, I was anxious meeting her for the first time. But, like, I didn't constantly feel anxious around her after I met her and got to know her. And the same with Amber. And actually, like, the same with, like, Hope and Amber's families and everyone that's, like, tied to them. Like, I've never felt anxious. Which is rare for me to say because like for the majority of people, like I just feel anxious around them. Oh, you know what, I bet this hack would work better if I was wrapping something that was square instead of a funny shape. Yeah, I bet that would have went better if I would have. Yeah, okay, anyways, I think I have too much wrapping paper, so let me just. Okay, so from the front it doesn't look that bad, but if you look at the back, it's pretty bad. Okay, now I'm not going to use the hack. Now I'm just going to wrap this the normal way. Or the normal Skylar way anyways, which is very terribly. I ripped it. I ripped my wrapping paper. Oh my god, so I'm so frustrated because I just like went on this whole tangent, this whole spiel, and my camera wasn't even recording. I wrapped a whole nother present in that time. I talked about so much. Like I had, oh my god. Okay, so. I don't remember what the last clip was because I thought I was recording this whole time. So I'm gonna have to start all over. I think it probably stopped recording when my camera fell over and I just didn't notice that it stopped recording. So that was quite a while ago. God, I don't even know where to start now. I'm just gonna start from the top because I don't remember what I said last and I'll just edit it out later. My social anxiety. I don't even remember how I started it now because I was just like talking. Ah! Okay, in most social situations, I feel anxious. Like, I feel anxious all the time. And you would think me working in retail, I wouldn't feel anxious since like it's my job to be around people and my job to help people and that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm anxious, especially at work. Probably the majority of the time that I'm on the clock, I am just anxious. There are very few people who I can like meet for the first time and not be anxious around. And that's it. That would include Hope and Amber. When I met them for the first time, I was anxious, but I don't know, is it normal for people to feel anxious when meeting other people for the first time, or is that just me? When I met them for the first time, I did feel anxious, but after I got to know them, like, I did not feel anxious around them at all, which is really rare for me because, like I said, the majority of people I feel anxious around. And also, like, I don't feel anxious around people that are, like, tied to them, so, like, their family or like their friends, I don't feel uncomfortable around, which again, that's like really rare. And when I'm having one of my anxious episodes, like I either talk a lot or I don't talk at all. I do want to say though that I am very quiet by nature, so just because like I'm quiet doesn't necessarily mean that I'm anxious around you, because that's just who I am by nature. But if I'm like absurdly quiet, like not saying, like not making a peep, then I'm having an episode. And for the majority of my life, like people have either thought that I was like stuck up, or I thought I was like better than them, or like too good to talk to them or whatever. And that is not the case. Like I am having an anxiety attack on the inside when that's happening. And that's the thing too, like everyone shows their anxiety different. And I think that's why when people like see me or like hear me talk about my social anxiety, they don't really like believe it. They can have like full-blown anxiety attacks on the inside, but like on the outside I look fine. However, like I do feel more comfortable around men than I do women, and I'm not really sure why. And I'm not saying everyone's like this, I'm not saying like every guy is like this or every woman's like that, but like in my experience, the majority of the people that I've met, and like I just feel like girls like will see a person and be like, oh, she's a size 6 instead of a size 0, or like, you know, her complexion's bad or whatever. You get what I'm saying. Whereas guys, I feel like they just like look at you like, I can't tell what size you are. I don't even know what size I am. Like, I know my husband's pant size, but does he know his pant size? No. I think like that part of my social anxiety might stem from like high school, because like I was bullied a lot in school. So I think maybe that's where that comes from. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I just know how I feel. Okay, and before I realized that my camera was not filming, which makes me so mad because like I did like pretty much my whole video in that one clip and my camera wasn't recording. But usually every year I go with like a theme or like a color scheme for my wrapping paper, you know, to like give people, but I have so many like leftover rolls of wrapping paper that I'm just kind of like putting it all together. So like as you can see, everyone is a different one so far. I'm about to wrap another one in different wrapping paper. I don't know if anyone really cares about that. I don't know. It's something that always used to matter to me in the past. Like, do my colors match? I don't know why. Never really felt anxious around Hope. Never really felt anxious around Amber. Never felt anxious around like Hope's mom or her dad or like any of her other family. And the same with Amber. Like I've never felt anxious around Amber's family. Aaron, which is Hope's husband, haven't felt anxious around him or his family either. Which I love his mom so much, and I know she watches these videos. And the part that sucks the most about like having my anxiety at work is I always feel like my supervisor doesn't like me or is mad at me or doesn't think I'm doing a good enough job. So I'm like constantly asking my supervisor like, was this done okay? Do I need to redo it? I'm sure that that gets annoying to my supervisor. Well, I have multiple supervisors, but there's one in particular, which is like my main supervisor that I have social anxiety around, which I don't know why, because she's like, I've never had a bad encounter with her. For whatever reason, my anxiety is just like on high alert whenever she's around. Anxiety does not make sense. Oh, and like my store manager, I also have like super bad anxiety around my store manager. But I think that's like normal though, because like doesn't everyone like have anxiety like around like your like top boss, you know? This is going great. My previous like top supervisor, I guess you could say, like, she did not give me anxiety either. The one I had before that did. I'm not saying like they're bad people, it's just for whatever reason my brain's like, you're gonna feel anxious around this person. And it really, really sucks. I feel like it holds me back in a lot of ways because, not my previous supervisor, but the one I had before that, like, she was my supervisor for so long, and I feel like I don't even really know that much about her. So I feel like my social anxiety kind of like holds me back in that way from getting to know people. Because I feel like once I get to know someone, it's not as bad, but it's like that getting to know them part and starting a conversation that I have trouble with. Like, if they come up to me and start talking to me, like, I'll talk to them all freaking day if they want, but getting me to make the first move, that's a bit of a challenge. Oh, I should have folded that corner down because now it's like pointy. It's also kind of funny though because like when me, Hope, and Amber all work together, I would constantly be asking them like, hey, can you go ask this person this, or could you go tell this person this? Another thing is like I hate ordering food in front of someone. Like, if I go through the drive-thru where they can't see me order, like, it's fine. But like, if they can, for whatever reason, when they can see me and I am ordering my food, like, I don't know, it sucks. I need more wrapping paper. Hey, that's actually like the perfect size. And like the same with like getting gas. Like, I have so many stories about the times that I ran out of gas just because I did not want to go to the gas station and talk to the person. You know, like, again, just saying, like, it's nothing to do with the people. Like, the people, like, I could get socially anxious around a freaking child. Like, it has nothing to do with the people. It's just, my brain is dumb. My brain is like, oh no, a person, let's freak out. Maybe it has something to do with the way I was raised, because I was raised, like, don't speak unless spoken to, and, like, always be quiet when, like, the adults are talking or whatever. So I never, oh, and be quiet in car rides too, so, like, I was kind of, like, trained from an early age, like, not to talk to people. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Something that I should probably see a professional for, but that stuff is expensive. I know, like, some therapists and stuff that you go to charge, like, $80 an hour, and it's like, I'll just, you know, I'll just be over here with my emotional instabilities and childhood trauma, it's fine. I might not wrap all these today. I'm feeling a little wrapped out. But I'm going to wrap this one. Again, it's for my son, so I don't care if it's on YouTube. He's not even a year old, so he doesn't watch my videos or anything. And even if he did, he wouldn't know what this is, so. He is going to love that. That is cool. I'm gonna play with it probably as much as he does. I don't know how to wrap this. It's a weird shape. Oh, my back. You know, ever since I got the epidural when I was having my son, like, I've had non-stop back problems. And you know what? Maybe I'll make a video about that. Like, things I did not know about having a baby. Or something. Stay. Like, talking to inanimate objects, you know, like, making these videos and talking to you guys, or, like, ordering food, you know, like, through the intercom, or, like, talking on the telephone, I'm okay with that. It's just, like, the face-to-face interaction that makes me anxious. I don't know, I just feel like there's something special about the people who I'm not anxious around. And not to get, like, too hippy-dippy, but, I don't know. I think that people just, like, put off certain energy and certain vibes And again, like, not saying that the people that I'm anxious around, like, have bad energy or have bad vibes. It's just, I don't know. Maybe the people who I'm, like, not anxious around right away are, like, the people who have similar energy or, like, similar vibes. And so it's familiar to me and I'm not anxious. But, like, when someone who has, like, different energy or different vibes that's not familiar to me, that's when I get anxious. Maybe? I don't know. Thinking back on it, like, the people who I'm not anxious around, like, they are really similar to me, and maybe that's why. Like, we either, like, have similar humor, or, like, similar interests, or whatever. Like, they're similar to me, and maybe that's why I'm not anxious. Giant dinosaurs in the way. I don't have my Sharpie to write which one belongs to who, so hopefully I can just remember which one goes to who. And again, this is for my son. How am I going to wrap this? I think he's gonna like it. Oh my god, he is gonna love this. He is gonna love this. I'm gonna have fun playing with it with him. Oh, and for those of you who may or may not be concerned, my thumb is healing nicely from my knife incident in my Thanksgiving video. It's healing okay. How am I going to wrap this? You know what? I might actually go to Dollar Tree today and buy some of those, like, what are they called? Like, gift boxes? Okay, but anyways, I've had enough wrapping for one day, so I'm gonna call that good. Hopefully I explained my social anxiety well, because like I said, there was that whole long spiel that I lost because my camera wasn't recording the whole freaking time, which had most of the information in it. But I hope I covered everything. As always, you know, thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. We are 2 subscribers away from doing our giveaway, so have your friends subscribe, have your family maybe not. Your family might think you're weird if you have them subscribe to this channel. We aren't really, like, geared towards children, but we try to keep it PG and family friendly on this channel. What else was I gonna say? Oh, for the newcomers, because I know that we got some new people. For you, those of you who don't know, and I'm just saying this again because sometimes I get messages on, like, Instagram or whatever, and they think that me and Hope are the same person, because, like, Hope will upload a video and then I'll get a message on Instagram about that video or a question about that video. Explain for the new people that this is a channel that me and my best friend Hope share, and we upload to this channel together. I upload on Wednesdays and she uploads on Saturdays, and yeah, so just explain for the new folks who don't know, or the people who have been around here but don't know. So thank you for watching. Give this video a like, and if you aren't already, subscribe, because we're having a giveaway. Stay tuned for that. When we reach the big hundo, we're gonna be having a giveaway, and I think that's about it. We'll see you later. So have a good day, be safe, happy holidays, all that stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.